everybody. Happy Thursday. I'm in the kitchen again today. I kind of like the lighting in here. It has drawbacks and it has benefits. The drawbacks are the dogs, obviously, because they bark at everything. But the benefit is the cats live upstairs, and when I'm working upstairs, the cats walk all over the keyboard, which is hairy and annoying. But anyway, it's Thursday, May 7th. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through the quiz that went live this morning on Edge Elastic. It's the 7-2 Part B quiz. This would be solving systems of equations with substitution, the troublemaker version. Okay, the ones that aren't necessarily solved for y, or may have no solutions or infinite solutions. Okay, so you're scheduled for this week. Hopefully you got your Alex minutes in on Monday. Tuesday, you did a practice assignment on Edge Elastic, and today's Thursday, so now you should be working on the quiz. Most of you are doing these assignments on time regularly. I'm so pleased. There's only a couple of you little troublemakers that I'm going to have to hunt down. Come to your house. Hold a sign in your yard that says, your child is not doing their Edge Elastic. All right, hang on, I'm going to switch over to Edge Elastic. Okay, so here we are. This is question number 1, and for the quiz I've gone to an all multiple choice format. So you will find that the first 2 solutions are coordinate points. Then there will be no solution, infinite solutions, and none of the above. Spoiler alert, one of these really is none of the above. Just to make things fun. I know you like that kind of stuff. It's a challenge, right? So for this first example here, we have 2 different equations, and this equation is solved for y. So this is going to make things a little bit easier for us because that's a step we don't have to worry about. Won't be having to distribute or anything. So let's come on over here to the workspace. We're going to take that negative 3x minus 14, and we're going to substitute it in for y. So that will give us 3x minus 2 times y, and y is negative 3x minus 14 equals 1. Right? Now we will have to distribute. That gives us 3x. A negative 2 times a negative 3 is a positive 6x. Negative 2 times negative 14 is positive 28 equals 1. Right? So then you would combine like terms and get yourself 9x plus 28 equals 1. I don't know why sometimes this writing pen does that circly thing that it's doing. Then you would want to get the 9x by itself. You would do that by subtracting 28 from both sides. And have I done this right so far? 2 would be 6x plus 28, add 28, subtract 28 from both sides. Yeah, okay, no, that's right. I always doubt myself. 9x is equal to negative 27. From here, it's pretty straightforward to solve for x. I think we all know what it is. But then you would have to also find out what y is, okay? So since it's a quiz, I'm not going to do the whole thing for you. That make it too easy. All right, let's look at the next problem. Okay, so for this next problem, this has been solved for y, and this one has not. So we're going to substitute negative 5x minus 18 in for this y. All right? So this would look like this. Remember, that's a negative x out in front, minus 3 times negative 5x minus 18 equals 12. Keep that a negative x. Distribute negative 3 times negative 5 is positive 15x. Negative 3 times negative 18, 54. Positive 54 equals 12. Now we can combine our x's. A negative 1x and a positive 15x gives us 14x plus 54 equals 12. Then to get x by itself, we subtract 54 from both sides. and that will give us 14x equals negative 42, 42. And then you would divide both sides by 14. And that will give us x is, oh, it's a secret I'm not going to tell you. Let's go on to the next problem. You would also have to solve for y. In this next problem, very straightforward. We have y being solved for here, so we're going to substitute 6x plus 20 in for y. Again, I'm not going to do more than show you how to set this one up because I think it's pretty easy. Negative 12x plus 2, and now here's where we put the substitute in for y, the 6x plus 20, and then remember to put the equals 40. So it's this first equation here. The only thing we did was we took y out and we put 6x plus 20 in its place. So then you would distribute. I'll do one more step. Positive 2 times 6 is positive 12x. Positive 2 times positive 20 is positive 40 equals 40. Well, this one looks like it's going to be interesting, but I'll let you figure that out. Remember, when you have a problem that has no solution or infinite solutions, no solution means you got a false statement at the end. Infinite solutions means you got a true statement at the end. So keep that in mind. Okay. This is question 4. Here we have y is solved for again. So you would just go in and take that 7x minus 2 and substitute it in here for y. All right, nothing weird going on here. Next problem. I just keep giving you easy ones. Look at this. Here you have solved for y. Put 7x minus 18 right here in for that y. So you'll multiply negative 4 times 7x and negative 4 times negative 18. You'll distribute. All right. Now, this is one where we don't have a variable that's been solved for. Okay, so we're going to need to solve for a variable. So when we're faced with this situation, we want to do the easiest possible way. Okay, looking over here, I see that we have this beautiful little positive x in front here. This would be so easy to get by itself. I would just have to add y to both sides, and then I would have solved for x. And you can solve for either variable. It doesn't matter. Solve for the one that's the easiest for you. So if I add y to both sides, that'll give me x equals y minus 3. Then I take the other equation and I substitute for x, not y, x. Okay, so I'm substituting y minus 3 where the x was, minus 2y equals 4. Distributing, you get 7y minus 21 minus 2y equals 4. Combine these like terms, this positive 7y with the negative 2y, and we'll have 5y minus 21 equals 4. And I'm sure you can take it from there. Add 21 to both sides, divide both sides by 5, and you'll be on your way to the correct answer for that one. Okay, here this one is solved for y. Catch you a break there. See this 3x minus 17? You will put that in for this y right here. Okay. Question number 8. This is not solved. All right. Go on a hunt to figure out which variable will be the easiest one to isolate. I'm zooming in on this x right here again because he doesn't have a coefficient, so I don't have to divide everything. I just have to subtract to get rid of the 3y. So I would take that equation, x plus 3y equals 2, and I would subtract 3y from both sides. That gives me x is equal to negative 3y plus 2, because the 2 is positive. Then I take the original equation and I substitute in for x. So this would be negative 3y plus 2 minus 6y equals 3. See, our whole plan is to solve for one variable so that we can then solve for the second variable. Distributing, you would get 6y minus 4 minus 6y equals 3. I think you can solve for y from here all plenty well on your own. And question 9. All right, question number 9. Neither one is solved for a variable, so go on a hunt. Do you see a variable that doesn't have a coefficient? I do. I see this y right here has no coefficient. So that's the one I'm going to get by itself. That gives me negative 2x plus y equals negative 3 is my starting equation. To get the y by itself, I'm going to add 2x to both sides. It gives me y equals 2x minus 3. Okay. Now I can substitute. I can take the other equation, that negative 6x minus 4. Now this time I have solved for y, so now I'm going to substitute for y. 2x minus 3 equals negative 2. You would distribute this as a negative 4 times 2, negative 4 times negative 3. Solve for x. Once you know what x is, you can go back to one of the original equations, plug in your x, and figure out what y is. Question number 10, again, requires you to solve one of the equations for a variable. And I think that x is just saying, pick me, pick me. Do you see him over here? He has no coefficient. It'd be very easy to get rid of that 3y. Just subtract 3y from both sides. Okay. I think that you guys are probably getting the hang of this by now. And of course, if you have any questions, let me know. If you need me to reopen a practice or a quiz, let me know. I'd be more than happy to do that for you. If you want to ask me a question in person, I think I'm going to have my Zoom meeting on Tuesday next week because I'm going to have my grandsons. And I thought it would be fun to have them there. Yeah, they like being on TV. Yeah. They're not too annoying. But if you want to stop in on the Zoom meeting, we're going to do it at noon. And you can stop by and ask me a one-on-one question if you want. Or you can email me, or you can call me, or you can text me. However, but I'm just rambling now. So your special word for today. This is a tough one. Let's go with, what is your favorite number? Tell me your favorite number. That's your secret word. Well, it's not a word, I know. But in math, the difference between letters and numbers gets confused. So just tell me your favorite number, and you'll get full credit for the video. All right? You guys have a great rest of your week. I hope that you do well on your quiz, and have a good weekend. Bye-bye.